Hey guys, you've been added to the Close Friends list. We are a podcast that talks about pop culture, gossip, and really anything we want. As you know, the Close Friends list is always a vibe that's changing, so make sure you stay a part of ours by following us anywhere you listen to podcasts at Close Friends List Pod. New episodes drop every Friday at midnight. We are so excited to have you on our Close Friends list, and we hope to be added to yours soon.
Welcome back to the Close Friends List pod, everyone. We are your three gals that are always here. Katie, Adia, and Erin. I don't know where I'm going with this, but today is a special episode because I think, was it 2 days ago when this episode drops? That is March 25th. And March 25th reminds us of One Direction and the day that Zayn left One Direction.
And they went on hiatus.
Yeah. And then 2015, 10 years of then here we are.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we're gonna look at something light, something fun, something 1D related. But before we do that, weekly catch up, y'all. How's your week been?
I wasn't prepared for a weekly catch up, so let me think what's going on.
Well, I went to Universal this week.
Yeah.
So that was a moment. I went with my two friends, Hannah and Skylar, and I went because Skylar is moving back to Virginia.
Where?
She lives in Nova.
Oh.
So she'll be moving back. And well, first of all, shout out Skylar, but she won't hear this because she doesn't listen to our podcast. And she has said that to me straight to my face. I said, okay, so
Lovely.
we're calling out friends. No, but she was like, had a California bucket list that she wanted to do, and like going to Universal and seeing the like Super Nintendo Mario World or whatever was one of the things that she wanted to do. So we were like, okay, let's go. Let's have a good time. And so the other gag of going to Universal is she doesn't like rides. So we were just walking around, and it's not like a ride heavy theme park, but it's also
there are some.
Yeah.
There's some, and we're also like trying not to spend like all of the money, so we're not like going into all the shops. So it's just like, here we are. Anyway, we had a good time. We bought some like ear things from the Super Nintendo world, and yeah, it was just a good time. But I think that was like truly the only the only interesting thing I did this week besides working, which was not interesting. So
you stay getting ears.
That.
You got great wolf ears. You have the
I love every time I go to somewhere, I'm getting ears. I love them. Here are the ones I got actually. They're little bombs.
Oh, very
so
cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I've watched the Super Mario movie.
That movie is kind of wild.
The one that was like released like
with
20 like
yeah. Phoenix has Icks to watch that movie. I can't tell you how many times in the last week.
The good thing about that movie is it's an hour and 15 minutes.
Yes.
It's even shorter than average kids movie. So.
Thankfully. Yes. But he's been singing peaches, 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 peaches just all day.
It is like I could see like I mean, for kids, it being like just cute, fun, bright color, like interesting characters, you know. Like
I mean, like let's not get it twisted. The first time I saw it, I was like, "This is good. Like I'm enjoying it." I'm not watching it on repeat, so
I wish,
but
I could say
don't remember a thing about it because I watched it the week of the election as a like I just need
as a light moment
cleanser.
I don't remember a thing,
and then you were just traumatized. Yeah,
looking.
And,
like,
visually,
you know,
visually it was great.
Mm.
I wish, I wish I could say
more good about it.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing it. I think is like
hey, that's fine. Yeah,
it's in the car, it's in the room, it's everywhere. So
yeah,
don't have kids. How was my week? My week's been fine.
Yeah,
like
okay,
not
bad. We love
not good. Scott has pneumonia, so just dealing with that. He wouldn't have pneumonia if he listened to me, though, when I told him when he had strep to just go to the doctor. And then it turned into pneumonia, but I digress. That's fine.
I can't believe, like, when I have strep, I'm dying to go to the doctor.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
give
Mhm.
medicine.
I feel like a lot of people are
Yeah.
just like, just take me
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm too manly to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
okay, buddy. You've never seen Osmosis Jones, so do you know what you're dealing with? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my God, I'm having flashbacks. I don't want to interrupt your weekly catch up, but I had strep throat once at, I think it was Universal in Florida, and I
shit.
didn't know. So we did the whole day. I had strep throat. I like my
And you were
throat
just like,
hurt. Yeah.
yeah.
And literally, we drove home the next day, and I slept through the whole thing. We had to stop at an urgent care in Florida, and I couldn't even wake up for the appointment. I was like,
Oh
so
my gosh.
they
Yeah.
had to give me a shot. I don't even know what it was. They gave me a shot.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, you
it's
know,
nothing to
like,
play
that's what I'm
with.
saying. So like, I don't understand how he made it
No.
where he did. Whatever.
Me either.
That's
So
That's
crazy.
Crossed
men
there.
for you, I guess. I don't know.
Honestly.
It's been an uneventful week. Like,
Yeah. Fair enough.
There you
that's
go.
the best I can ask for this.
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
this is
just
exactly what I
Keep it
want.
level, keep it chill. Yeah.
Nothing too crazy so far. So
Nice. Wish I could remember. I know on Sunday I went to Chincoteague and saw some ponies.
Nice.
That was fine. I mean, it's nice to get out of the house a little. The sun was up longer.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
you
Oh,
know, yeah.
Daylight savings, yeah.
A little hiking, I spent too much money. Whatever. I had a good time at Chincoteague, and then birthday Monday, but
I was gonna say, I feel like there was a big event that happened this
Yeah.
I
week.
know.
but I worked, it was one of those.
A Monday birthday and working.
No. And we had like
That's-
training, so it's like even if I
Oh.
wanted
Can't
to,
even take,
yeah. But
you
also
have to
like what
train.
is taking off on your birthday? Like I'm not going anywhere. Whatever. Anyway,
I would truly just rather just sit and do nothing versus
yeah, well, that's true.
work.
We did end up going out to dinner, and like this is a manly family tradition. We go to Olive Garden, just like
I love.
yeah,
Authentic
I'm like,
Italian.
There are so many.
Yeah.
For Nikki's birthday, we went to the Porch. Like cute, yummy places, but
Yeah.
those unlimited soup salad breadsticks just be
I
hitting
mean,
different.
Yeah.
And
mhm.
for kids, we wanted to go because they did like the free birthday cake, so that was a whole vibe.
Yeah.
And we were there every year, so I was just like, you know what? Let's hit up.
Let's go again.
It's so silly, but whatever.
No, I love Olive Garden.
I think that's really kind of been it. I don't think we did anything else. I mean, it's just like been Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
That's true.
Boring.
So as a week goes,
I have 2 books to read. Oh, I'm reading this book, and it's reminding me how stupid I am. Like, I'm reading it because I wanted to. It's called How to Read Literature Like a Professor. We read it in high school.
Okay, I saw you reading that on Goodreads.
Yeah, it's a nonfiction book, like helping you with like common symbols and themes that are in writing, but it's like triggering because a lot of the examples he's using are books that I read in high school that like I was so much smarter then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we read like is it 1,000 Years of Solitude? We read Madame Bovary. We were reading James Joyce. We were reading The Transcendentalists. I mean, we were like sat in those classrooms.
Yeah.
Like he's like, you've not read all these Shakespeare. He like lists them all. I'm like, we did actually read all of them.
We read those.
Like, I mean, it was like every little like little detail he's pulling. I'm like, shit, I did read that book, and it's like that's what's triggering because the symbols and stuff, whatever. Like, it's kind of it's getting boring because he's like getting to be it's too long. But I was just like, damn, every example he brings up, I was there 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would have been talking about that in class.
What's crazy is kids now are not gonna read those books.
Right.
Like,
right. Exactly.
They're cooked now.
no,
They're not
literally.
even reading books in school.
Some
So
of the books I'm surprised we even read at the time.
Yeah.
Like really.
like Of Mice and Men or
That's
like
the
To
one we
Kill a
didn't read,
Mockingbird.
actually.
Oh
I
really?
did read To Kill a Mockingbird. Because Scott has Of Mice and Men and he keeps talking about it. So I took it from his parents' house. But I've never read it. We read all the random other ones.
Yeah.
But I don't
It's
know.
crazy.
It's been a little like I'm just trying to finish it because I'm like, please stop using examples that I
Yeah.
actually know about. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Like, I don't know. The sun also rises. Actually, okay. I'm sorry. I'm going a little too far for this. Somebody So we read what's that other one? The Old Man and the Sea in school.
Yeah.
But one of my friends was like, I think you would actually like The Sun Also Rises. That book is so bad and boring, and they didn't know me at all because they should have recommended The Picture of Dorian Gray, and I'm mad about it because they keep talking about The Sun Also Rises, and I'm like, look, that book was bad. Stop using that as an example. Anyway, moving on. Classics are not for everyone.
I did love The Pearl.
Okay.
I loved The Pearl.
Love.
Okay.
My English class, we had to read the book and then recreate it in some form or fashion, whether it was like a poem or a play or like a video. And me and all my friends, well, they weren't really my friends. They were kind of my friends.
Yeah.
Back then, I was really into skater boys, so like it was just the skaters, that just wanted to get a good grade, and I wanted to do stuff with the skaters.
Right.
We all made a version of The Pearl in my garage, so we used the golf ball as the pearl, and
that's fun.
yeah,
I love that.
I love that.
it's
So
great.
involved, you know?
I went to a lot of schools.
Okay.
Not really, only a couple.
Get kicked out? No I'm kidding.
I didn't get kicked out of any of them.
No, I didn't.
Thankfully. Oh, I did get suspended once, but
Oh.
yeah, making out in the backseat of a car.
Ooh.
Okay, Adia.
It's my boyfriend.
Oh my
I
god.
was just
Go.
my first and only boyfriend in high school. I don't know what I'm talking about. Senior in high school, he was Mormon. We were making out in the backseat of the car at school, and some bus driver saw us and went and told the front office that
a bus driver.
yeah, because it was like 5 o'clock. And
after school, even
way
ended.
after school, yeah,
And you got suspended for that?
because they said we were loitering, PDA,
Okay.
and
Come on, 5 p.m.
yeah. Well, she told them that we were having sex in the car,
Damn.
Oh.
and I was.
Well, I
mind you,
guess she doesn't know.
she
just,
didn't know. I
like,
was just in the back seat.
I mean, little Christian, little
But I'm
Mormon.
like,
I
I have a purity ring.
You're
like,
They're like,
she's lying. She's lying. Yeah, I got suspended for 2 days. That was fun.
a little too deep.
We
And that's
went
fine.
around.
That's
Went
what
around.
I loved that.
Went around town,
That's what
but
the close friends list is. I mean, come on.
Yeah. It brings us back to
Memories.
memories.
And it brings us to our question of the week, which has to do with memories. What is your fave 1D memory? Either like of what they did or like of you seeing them or like something. One of mine is 1D day, like watching that was just a moment.
Yes.
But then also going to a large classroom in VCU, like at VCU, putting it on the projector, it being on the whole wall, and me and just like some pals just watching it. I was like, I love this. This is everything.
Yeah.
And we were there. It was just a Saturday and we were just chilling.
Great day.
It really was.
That was like actual content too.
No, it was. They were doing little games.
Yeah.
They were doing,
It was so long too. I was gagged.
7.5 hours.
And they were like engaged in the entire thing.
Right.
Like it was not like a drag or like boring. Oh yeah, that was
your faves literally could never.
No,
like,
they could not.
No.
They could
Wendy
not.
loved us. Yeah.
They did. They really did. I'm literally gonna start crying.
No, yeah,
now.
like let's not
No, one day literally was that girl.
change my
right?
life. Yeah.
So many gifts came out of it, and I mean, just like
Yeah.
memories, like
Yeah.
everything.
This
Louis,
bit.
Louis dancing to the Bollywood music.
Yeah.
Was it Louis and Zayn?
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
And then they did
Iconic.
a little like fashion show, I think.
Yeah.
With his little like headband.
Yeah.
This band is
The
just
wrestling match.
important.
Well,
Yeah.
Like pivotal. Like
and I feel like it's hitting you a little harder because of what's happening with the Jonas Brothers right now, where it's like they literally don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit about you, and
They
then
literally don't. Like
they are just trying to rob you.
I
Every
did
time
that.
you said something about the Jonas Brothers while we were like in the midst of talking about One Direction, I was like, One D could never. One D could never.
And
they would never.
And I didn't even mean it when I didn't mean the Jonas Brothers when I said your faves could never, but also like they literally could never.
Your
Jonas Brothers wouldn't, and they couldn't.
The way that 1D put the blood, the sweat, and the tears, like boys were working for us, like for not even for them. Like it was for us. Like you cannot recreate that
exactly.
You really anywhere.
Way, like when you rewatch those movies and like just the crowds that came out and like hysteria, and I know a lot of people compared them to the Beatles, but I don't think it really was the same.
It was just like
big,
the British of it all, or like the UK, and then like being a boy band.
Yeah,
but besides that, not comparable. Like First of all, we are Beatles haters.
Well,
and I love One Direction. So.
Yeah. I will say probably if we're gonna say like our favorite like top. I mean, there's so many. Obviously, like there's so many different like eras and like times and everything like that. But I think probably my most favorite one is just like the documentary, like live shows coming out like on movies and just going to the theater and like being with the other fans and like knowing like the cues from like the live songs like from you know just like that whole the little stuff like that, like I don't know, the clips of them like being tired and Zayn's like waking up and like you know still singing, like it's just like all of those clips.
Like imagine if I had not gotten up today, like and I'd be like
just I don't know. I just love, like I could watch those now and just be like sobbing my eyes out. Like it's just they were just so good. And that was around the time like everyone was doing like a tour like movie thing or whatever.
Or trying to.
This
was the biggest one at the time that I remember. Just in general. I don't think that was a bias necessarily, but
no, it was just made well, like, and it just felt like you just like actually knew them and like got a peek.
It gave like major backstage like behind the scenes moments when a lot of like the concert DVDs were just the concert and like 1D has that too, but it was like this gave backstage access to what they do, like how they are touring, and it was just like so sweet. It was a funny story.
Like it wasn't like we got like a pity backstage moment. It was like we had moments and then a full song. It was a good mix of everything.
Dirtbag, hello.
I can't stop I think about that all the time. That cover, honestly,
it shouldn't even be the cover. It should be the original.
And I know you guys know, somebody was saying somebody recently sang that song, and someone in the crowd, she zoomed in on there like tickets to you know that girl in the movie.
Yeah.
Man,
she's the one. She's the one. She's the moment.
I think there are so many memories for sure. Like a few like popped up, but I will say one that I think stands out is when we did the listening party for, I think it was Made in AM. I don't think we did one before, but we literally booked a room in Cabell for midnight. And then pulled that.
We brought like pizza, brought
for pizza. And we were there to listen to the whole thing. And I remember like, I think that album leaked, but I remember not listening to it because I was like, I'm listening tonight when I go and sit at the library with my friends. And the fun thing about that is that my mom still talks about those. She literally is like, Katie used to do listening parties with her friends, because then we did one for Mind of Mine. So it turned into a little mini thing.
It was a moment.
It was a moment in time, that's for sure.
Midnight releases were just so fun.
Well, and then now I'm thinking, like, Aaron and I went to Target
literally
when they opened and got
like, 8 a.m. or something. We would be, I'd be like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, Katie. Like, get into one of our cars, goes to the Libby
people in the store.
Physical
Libby
CDs.
Was it Made in AM where they did the individual covers? So then Aaron, they're like, do I get Louis? Do I get
the
yeah. And that was the first that I remember, because then Five Sauce did the same thing, and it's like, you guys are just doing it for money now. Which Five Sauce, we're not accusing you of anything, but but One Direction did it first. But there's just so many good times. Like it was just a moment in time.
It was an era. I don't remember being that like blissful. You know,
it was truly pure happiness.
Like it was just so much to look forward to, and just
and there was always something, because they were always tweeting or releasing something or
like drama or something.
Their Twitter fights were incredible.
Iconic. miss them so much.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh gosh, too good. But now we're going to do, since it's the end of March, we're going to do a little 1D March Madness bracket of the best of 1D songs.
And
So
let's find best for the listeners.
Yeah, because this is kind of it's not a mess, but so in the group chat we were fighting over the best of One Direction, obviously.
Yes.
And we weren't fighting over the best of One Direction. We were fighting over our faves. Well, is exactly what we were doing.
Thought the best of One Direction was. So we were originally thinking 2 songs per album. It turned into 6 songs per album, and it's like we really do a March Madness situation. So we ended up the best of One Direction. Our bracket includes the top 2 most streamed songs from each album. So the top 2 most streamed from Up All Night, the top 2, Well,
the Up All Night and the ones were the ones we picked, but then the last 3 albums were the most streamed ones.
Okay,
but okay.
Generally,
let me share my.
And I saw the list. There's some on here I don't even like. So
yeah,
which is gonna be wild. Well, we'll see.
So since we only picked 10 songs, there are some that just automatically go through to the. They have a bye week.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Which is fine. So Story of My Life already goes through. Like we love her. The first one that we need to debate, which is crazy. Gotta Be You and What Makes You Beautiful. Now, what are we basing this on? Are we like, is this where we're like, this is our fave out of the 2, and like this is, or are we like, this is actually the best song that One Direction has put out?
Because we could say lyrically, vocally best song, or we could say like this is
had the cultural impact.
Yes.
Yeah, like, exactly.
I mean, we could choose your own adventure and just the 3 of us.
Yeah, you know what? Okay.
Whoever has the most votes, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing with Gotta Be You that like stands out to me when you sent it, because I think it was one that I was like, I can concede on that one to put it on the list. See it in your eyes, your disappointment. Like it just it's seared in my brain. Like there, but
it
then
flows.
What Makes You Beautiful? It's like that's
the start.
Girl.
Yeah,
like that's
the music
that's
video.
The moment
they too played it into the ground, but loved it the whole time.
Yeah,
I mean, still plays it like. It's like kind of that girl.
It would be a disservice to not vote for What Makes
I know. I feel like even though Gotta Be You is my fave on this album, like What Makes You Beautiful, the impact that had on the world, like the actual world, like what are we talking about? So I feel like
we gotta do What Makes You
100%.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so then I don't know why they just copy and pasted it. They don't. Too funny. But They Don't Know About Us and then Drag Me Down, I guess, got a bye week. So they're already moving on.
Wait, my girl. Okay.
Okay, so the only one that we need to discuss in this round, Best Song Ever and Kiss You.
Best song ever.
Gotta.
I waited for that drop for that music video.
Well, when it came up, I don't know if this was one we did in the group chat or not, but that video was the reason I became a One Direction fan. Like it broke records, like the little acting at the beginning.
Yeah,
I mean,
Zayn as a bad bitch, like
their little dance.
Yeah,
I mean, everything. I mean, the Kiss You video is cute, but like she was not.
Kiss You is one of my favorite One Direction songs, so I'm voting that. But Best Song Ever, obviously, she's amazing.
Similar to What Makes You Beautiful to me. Like it's like the vibes there.
It's pure happiness.
Yeah,
like put that song on, and
to this day
you're smiling. Like yes.
Yeah. I think it went.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. No, it's Bob.
Yeah.
100%.
Okie dokie. So now the real fun begins. Story of My Life versus What Makes You Beautiful.
I have a winner, but I would love to hear you guys' thoughts.
I will start crying if I think of Story of My Life too long.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I did put on Story of My Life in the car the other day. the like magical moment that I had, like blasting it, singing it, living it, like I think I'm gonna go story of my life.
I have to agree. Like you said, magical moment. Like sing that, like that's like a wedding song. Like that is
like strip it down, put it like
strip it down.
Piano, guitar
for me.
Strip that down for me. Yeah. I thought it as soon as I said it, I thought it and I said, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What was yours?
I would have said What Makes You Beautiful, but I don't discount the impact of Story of My Life, and also I'm not mad that it moves on. Like I would not have thought against it necessarily. I just for me right at this moment it's kind of a skipper for me. But I know at one time she was like I know that about myself. So
yeah.
Oh, this one's like kind of brutal.
Okay, They Don't Know About Us and Drag Me Down. I just remember where I was when
me too.
I remember where I was when Drag Me Down dropped, and then I remember going to GMA, seeing it performed live for the first time, and that was also where Louis announced that he was indeed a father. So like I'm there.
Big moments there,
I'm there.
I remember where I was. I was asleep and then I woke up at 2 a.m. and it was out. And I had all these texts that it was out, and I just stayed up and it over and over. But They Don't Know About Us is such a good one.
That's what I'm saying.
It really is.
That one in my head.
I love They Don't Know About Us. Like
They don't know about we do.
They don't know about the I love you.
If they only knew.
They don't know.
They just be jealous of us.
I'm sorry. I gotta go with that.
Yeah. Honestly, singing it. Yeah.
It's just I don't know if I could like. I'm glad you guys both agree, because I don't know. Like Drag Me Down though. Like I think about them at NASA, and it's the first 4 of them. Like it was such a moment in time where it was like everything they said they were releasing music without Zayn, but like we hadn't seen any.
Yeah, and we were like, is this gonna actually happen? Like, are they gonna continue?
Yeah,
and they were like, for the fans, we are. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if I was too, which is crazy to say and just like wrong basically, but whatever.
Okay, next round, Perfect and Steal My Girl. I know my clear winner for this.
Mine too.
Okay, are we gonna say it on 3?
I'm nervous now.
I'm nervous too. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay.
Good.
See, when I saw perfect. Steal My Girl was the one that I was like, yeah, she's not going anywhere.
No. Honestly, same. I love her. She has a moment. Skip. Moving on.
That one is like too like Irish for me.
I don't know what it like. The music video was like they were trying to be so
it was weird
camp, and it like wasn't.
Yeah,
like it was.
The Danny DeVito of it all. I was like, what are we doing here?
The Danny DeVito of it all was. And then, but like Perfect, I could listen to that song for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
like it would never get old.
And if you like
causing trouble
in hotel rooms,
wow, yeah,
having
secret little rendezvous. Oh, come on!
And also, I remember this,
baby,
we're perfect. This song dropped like 6 or 7 p.m. on like a Thursday night. Yeah. And I was like about to head somewhere. I get a text from Katie. She's like, Perfect just dropped. Like, you need to watch the music video. I said, oh, I was like 15 minutes late to the thing I was going to.
In the music video, just like running around the hotel. All
yes.
Perfect.
The black and white, the roof of the hotel.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
When you put this together, Steal My Girl is nothing.
Nothing.
Chance.
Doesn't even
just
not even.
Wow.
No. That was the first one out of really all of these that I was like, she's not going anywhere.
No.
Like,
Yeah. I was wondering what you meant by that one, but I was like, okay.
It's like I feel like it got the streams strictly because it was a single, not because
for sure.
Anything people.
I feel like on that album, it was also like there were other ones that were kind of like similarly streamed, but this one had the most of it.
People love like Walking in the Wind, Wolves. I mean, like those songs are bangers. And then you have like what made them? They knew they had to release this as a single because why else was it on the album?
Yeah. Okay, next one, Best Song Ever and Night Changes.
Night Changes.
My Night Changes for me too.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. I was gonna say Night Changes.
No
There,
impact.
I will never be the same woman again after seeing that video.
Literally Zayn with the spaghetti. Like,
There's
I'm dead. I'm literally dead.
Yeah.
like coming from the Tumblr era to
Yeah.
the fan era to, you know, the YN, blah,
Just
blah,
were
blah.
Delulus in general,
They
like
know their audience.
they did, and it was
Create
like
a music video like that, like
No, literally.
it ate no crumbs.
Literally no crumbs.
ate hands out.
People play this music video and song on TikTok. Like, we are constantly still talking about her.
Yeah.
And that song ever, You Were There, We Love You. But
Yeah, we love.
this was like a chemical rewrite.
Changed life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
100%. Like
The
nothing.
Harry skating moment, him tying your skate, like
Come on.
oh my God. And when he like broke his little leg and everybody was
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going on a
Yeah,
date
we're
with
like,
Zayn.
Yeah.
Like dinner.
him looking like a mafia member,
like, the way Zayn, like that.
the black suit,
It's in my
the black suit.
my mind rent free because his hair was like the perfect.
so-
It was yeah, it was
Wow.
longer.
Wow.
It was just giving like mature. It was
To be completely honest, I just remembered what Niles was like. I had to think about Niles.
his was in like
cabin.
yeah, cabin with a sweater.
He getting arrested hot.
Oh, yeah.
that was the one for
The
me.
the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See?
Okay, I need to move on. We need to move on.
Watch this later.
that bracket's gonna be the
Yeah.
bottom. We'll get there.
Honestly. Okay, story of my life, they don't know about us. This one's tough actually.
Baby, they don't know about us. They don't know
I gotta
about
go with
us.
they don't know about us again.
It's giving hotel room
Because it's
service.
just like really no. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
but like in a good way. Like I
Yes.
mean that obviously.
I mean, hotel room service was a good way for two of us. Like, don't get into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like I just think about like in this moment, like
Yeah.
okay, we can sing story of my life, but like I'm not like you said, like they don't know about the things we
Like
Yeah.
it's
they
like
don't know
the
about the I love yous. It's also just
Yeah.
a good little background song moment. Like just have it on in the car.
they don't know about us. Like come on.
Yeah.
The line, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I-
We don't know about. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Perfect versus Night Changes.
Two
This-
bad
No,
bitches
literally.
against each-
Literally, how dare us?
This could be the final
Honestly,
matchup.
this could be.
honestly. Like
Yeah.
this is like because the way we just went so hard for Night Changes because it is like that girl, but also
It's like we went hard
Perfect.
for both of these. Yeah.
I just gotta think. In hotel rooms, if you like.
I know that's what I was thinking too.
Okay, we gotta get
Like
it. The main. Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you've ever dreamed of is disappearing when you wake up. Is there something to be afraid?
Wow, this is tough.
When the night changes,
Changes.
it'll never change. Me and you. God, they're so good. They're both so good.
Yeah.
Man. This is a tough one.
Because I could listen to both of these for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Just
Literally.
literally both of them.
And they were both so important.
They were both singles. They were both life changing.
Yeah.
I'm leaning just a hair towards perfect, and I don't know
Me
why.
too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Was like, I was thinking, and while you were singing it, I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one for me.
It's
Yeah.
just like the perfect pop song almost.
It is.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's
Yeah.
rough. That one.
That was really rough.
I feel really bad about that.
Yeah.
Like, but there's not. I mean, there's no winner. There's no.
No.
There's just no.
Yeah.
So we have
Okay.
in our loser.
Our there's no winner. Okay, but no. So our final two, first and second place, which will it be? They don't know about us or perfect.
I can tell you right now, I'm thinking perfect.
Yeah, me too.
Like I know.
Yeah.
know they don't know about us. Like I know her, but
Yeah.
the
They
music.
don't know about that. Yeah.
Again,
And
if
perfect was just like
if we couldn't listen to one of
moment.
these songs ever again, I think I'd be more upset about Perfect.
Me too.
yeah. Okay. Wow. That was actually surprisingly easier.
Because these weren't our picks.
Well, so true, so true. That's fair. And then personally, I'm picking Night Changes over Story of My Life.
Yeah.
Me.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
I would agree.
Third and fourth, it's not
Yeah.
like that crazy.
I would agree.
Man.
Slay.
I do think, even though this wasn't our pick, I do think Perfect is a good, like, out of all of their songs.
Yeah.
It's a good.
I think I would have picked Perfect if like
I might have.
I was just,
Mhm.
Man.
Stop sharing.
They had some bangers though.
Damn. Yeah. 5 albums.
It goes, like you said, back to like they just knew what we wanted, especially like changes, and I don't know how it was hit after hit with them too, like because even it could have fallen off after that, but like all of those videos are just imprinted, like the NASA Steal My Girl, even though I don't like her that much, like I know the details of that.
You know exactly what it is. Yeah.
I mean, they did stop at the perfect time. Like they didn't go too far.
They
like
did,
other brothers and other people.
I've been hearing online people talking about, and I'm sure it could be real, it could be made up, but like everybody's saying that Harry will not do a reunion because he's like tried to move so far past One
I don't think he
Direction.
should do a reunion, not for the reason of like having to move past One Direction, but just because it's perfect how it is. Like we don't need to mess up like what
I
it
will
was.
say, because you know who didn't do it right? Like, is it the Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
Where like loved their reunion, but now it's like the Joe Bros where it's like you're milking it.
Yeah.
Like they're
they just aren't they going on a tour like in the fall or something?
so, and like I loved their reunion, but like it didn't be like this. Like now it's going into this whole thing again.
Yeah.
And it's like
It
is kind of ruining it.
Yeah. Like some
it's just overkill. You're like
so pristine. You don't need to mess it up.
I mean, and they kind of did everything they needed to, like they performed at the Olympics. I mean,
exactly.
The Brits, like they did what they
wanted. Really did. They knocked a lot of stuff
tours.
off. Yeah,
I mean, exactly. They performed like at the biggest stadiums, like all over the world, like met their fans. They did what they needed to do. And then they were like, okay, well, we're tired and we want to do our own thing. So let's do this. And in the moment in 2015, we were like, this is heartbreaking. Like, how dare you do that?
Yeah.
But like thinking back at it, I'm like, it
would have been
a good
worse
moment.
if they came out with like a 6th album and it was like
it was just a flop. Felt rushed, felt like just not their sound, you know.
Yeah, it does make the memories sweeter because you're like, I'm still recreating that feeling or like trying to keep up with what got going on.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
And I will say, I do feel like they're all successful in their own right, like whether or not it's where they thought they would be. But like, I mean, Louis had some bangers. I mean, obviously, Liam had things going on. Zayn's touring.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're all Niall's songs are bangers.
Yeah, they are.
Well, 5 years of Heartbreak Weather today. I think it was. Yeah,
it was today. Yeah, and then Harry, obviously, but Harry, stay off my movie screen. I don't want to see you there anymore.
Same.
I'm over it. Dunkirk, Don't Worry, Darling were like enough for me. He was in the Eternals
at the end.
Yeah,
just random pop up.
Eternals 2 was canceled, so I think we're safe there. We're safe.
Yeah, good thing Barry was in there too.
Yeah,
he does not need any more checks.
No, literally. No, thank you for saying that, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So many people are still up his ass, and it's like, for what? You guys know, for like over a year,
take care of your son. Go be a dad.
Do something.
Literally.
Please.
Cheating on Sabrina Carpenter with a TikToker, like,
and
please.
Crazy.
You can't even make this shit up.
I was talking to someone the other day who was like, I can't believe Barry cheated on her. I was like, I can. That's a rat. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
literally, that was my prediction last year, where I was like, "There's gonna be." It wasn't as far as I wanted it to be, but also, it was there. It was there. So,
that's funny.
He is a gremlin.
Yeah, he is.
Seriously. So that's that.
What he's up to? Like,
I
wonder if he's got project. Like, that's what I'm like. I don't want him to be there, but
no, keep him unemployed.
Yeah,
please. It's tough because I really think they're gonna keep casting him in things because Saltburn was such a hit. Like, not that it was good, but it got so much.
Okay, to be fair, he is going to be in the new Peaky Blinders movie, and I will be sad for that.
I feel like a role that he fits fairly well because
I saw the picture of him like that they like released. I was like, wow, okay, like that's amazing. Like he's
We might as well get all the Irish.
perfect for
you know what
that.
I mean?
But
Like, just put them all there.
Yeah.
And it's fine. That
yeah.
we can overlook that one.
Yeah.
But
Anything else on this side of the water? No.
Yeah.
exactly.
Keep it. Thank you.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this to go so well and so quickly.
I know.
Thought the girls
So
were
what
like,
is everyone's favorite One Direction song? Like mine
Now
is
you put me
18.
on the
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Easily mine is 18.
my number one 1D song is Little White Lies.
Oh, I love that one. Mine has to be strong.
Well, you have the
I
tattoo,
know,
so like you
I
kind of
know.
have to say.
No,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I,
So.
yeah,
But also, like, when you said, like, that we've talked about this. Midnight Memories is that girl.
Yes.
So, like,
So good.
I'm not mad at any song on that
No.
album. So,
yeah. I think Little White Lies just goes hard. Like that, it goes hard. Like,
you're a good girl.
but I know you would, girl. Like it just goes hard. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Giving Perfect for sure. Like
Yeah.
the same vibe of like the bop, the beat, the like synchrony. Like yeah.
Yeah, because you were just doing this for They Don't Know About.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And there's like this video, I think it was like a Vine or something of like this black guy in a car, like
Oh yeah,
just going back and forth like that.
Yeah.
Love
I'm
that
like,
Vine.
see, they
So
like
good.
even other people know that are not in this fandom, they know
That was life changing. Like that
Yes.
was, yeah, that was a good one.
for sure, for sure. And then Teenage Dirtbag, obviously.
That's like its own separate
Yeah.
entity.
Yeah.
honestly.
I
Like-
almost put that on the because when we were like deciding of like, oh, should we do 3 of like
Mhm.
each and then just pick one each thing, and then I was like, okay, that's odd, an odd number. Teenage Dirtbag. Boom.
It has
on the
to be.
thing.
I mean, the banter
but-
on stage for that song,
Yeah.
like the messing with each other, like the Harry when he was the freaking superhero and the comment.
them putting the superhero like
Yeah.
thing on all of them, I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Like do.
Come on. Harry's thing. That's
Yeah,
his
like
thing.
that was
Like,
I
everything.
feel like that song, I don't know if you like that is better than the original. Truly.
Yes.
Oh,
Like, that one
1000%.
years. Like
Yeah.
it
I couldn't
really-
even. Yeah, it's just incredible. So.
that like
Yeah.
that's the original. But you know,
Yeah.
Liam did it better. But
100%.
Ugh.
I need to listen to that later today.
Yeah, like
don't
we'll
watch
turn it on after this. Like
I
put
need
on
to
This
watch
Is
it,
Us, and
yeah.
then- yeah.
Gosh.
I went and saw This Is Us in like Pasadena after Liam passed with like, so theater full of directioners, and we were all just like crying but also laughing and having a great time, and I was like, this is everything, and I'm heartbroken but also I love this, so it was good. It was good.
I love that.
I just think like there is nothing in the world that bonds women more together than the shared love of a boy band.
Yeah.
There's like I can't think of anything that is like the glue for
Especially because you
sisterhood.
can have, yeah, like even within like we all have our own faves and our favorite
Yeah.
moments and
Yeah.
our favorite songs, but you can all still like have that moment together. And
Yeah.
everything.
And I feel like it was also like when One Direction was like big, you were like, here's your fave, but also like you still love the band as a whole. Like it wasn't like solo stands in K-pop where they're like, oh, actually I just love this person, and you're like, but they're in a band, they're like in a whole group, like the whole group is together releasing music. But I didn't feel that way with 1D like in their prime.
I feel like it was such a safe like I don't know if everybody has this experience, but like I met people and there's still
Absolutely.
people I follow
Yeah.
to this day. And
1D
it's like,
Twitter.
Absolutely.
where would you ever get that again? Like meeting people online
Exactly.
like that and like just
Exactly.
having
Yeah.
that experience, I guess.
And I think it was so good for us because we weren't like teenagers. Like we were like,
More freedom there.
yeah, like such
Yeah.
a good age to be fans of it, like being able to like travel to go see them, and, like, have our own money to like do the things that we wanted to do, and like just have the freedom of being a fan of something. I think was like probably way bigger, because when I hear of like they have flashbacks. People on TikTok, they're like, there's people that saw 5 sauce and 1D together, and I'm like,
it's like, yeah, sis.
wow, like,
no,
that's
literally like I was in college when I got to see them together.
right, like
exactly
crazy that like people are I mean, they should be envious of that, but like
that was an incredible lineup.
I remember it because if we were too young, yeah, we were there, but like, girl, I got memory.
Yeah.
Photographic images in my mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
and on my Google photos, like I still have pics, like of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, what a time to be alive. I'm so glad I'm alive during the time of One Direction. Like,
yeah,
could have been any time, and this is the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if we were alive for the Beatles. I'd be so mad.
Literally.
Like,
the hysteria,
because it was the
there,
60s and
like the flops were not there.
Yeah.
Yellow
Submarine. You're going.
What'd you say?
because it was the 60s.
Yeah.
And
What happened?
we're black.
60s, not kidding. I know that. I know that much at least. Plus 50.
Oh, yeah.
So minimum.
Yeah.
I was like Dream Pro era.
50s is where it starts for me. Anything before that, you know.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
40s, Great Depression.
Don't know her.
Girl. Wait,
we can't.
Great Depression was.
Yeah, when was that for you personally?
The 20s.
When you know this.
1920s.
Okay, do you have a year in 1920?
It was like the whole decade.
Okay, babes. Roaring 20s.
Yeah, Roaring
when
20s.
everything was popping, and then Great Depression 30s.
The stock market crashed on like October 30th, 1929, or October 30th.
Yeah,
one of those.
Yeah,
it was like literally Black Friday.
Yeah,
1929. But you were like so close.
You were so close, but you also said the 20s, so I was like, I know you're not thinking 29.
Right. When you were like maybe like the 50s.
The 50s. Like you were like 60 before 60s, 50s, maybe. And I was like,
it's okay. I didn't expect that to come up. I didn't
Roaring
expect that to
20s.
happen.
Forgot that.
Yeah.
Great Gatsby.
You guys read that one?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one's like industry standard.
I feel like that's
yeah.
I wasn't reading a lot of books in high school because I feel like they weren't giving us a lot of books in high school, but I read Great Gatsby, read Of Mice and Men, and read Count of Monte Cristo, I guess. So
True.
There's that.
Did you read the Iliad? I feel like you mentioned it in the group chat once.
Oh, I did actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
There were some big ones there. Those two books are
those are
Count of Monte Cristo. Like
seriously.
They had you guys reading.
Even the abridged version of Count of Monte Cristo is massive.
Yeah.
Too funny. Anyway, so it's that time of the month, everybody.
It sure is.
Our It Boy of the month. Who would
It
like
Boy of the month.
Let's clip that and use it.
I wish I could sing. Oh my gosh.
If you put your mind to it.
I'm gonna take this off. It's too much.
It Boy of the month.
I heard you were prepared this month. Let's hear it. Who you got?
I am prepared this month. My It Boy of the month. And he's not a boy. He is quite the man.
Love.
Okay.
Mr. Thomas Wilson.
Yeah.
This man, guys.
Yeah.
Like, he's giving, like, so much of, like, I'm ready to take my spot as the captain, like, the future captain of the Capitals. But, like, he's getting in fights, and he just looks so good. Like, I don't, like, the banter that he has, like, getting in a fight, like, he's so confident. Like, he's so manly. Like, the man, he's just him. Like, he's him 100%. And he's like the face of the next generation of Capitals after Ovi retires, which is likely going to be next year. And every clip I'm seeing of him, I'm like swooning. And I just remember like seeing this man in person when I was at the Glass, like mesmerized. Like, he is so handsome in person, and not even just for being a hockey player. Like, that's not even like
just like as a man.
Like, as a man, he is just handsome, like an all around man. And
his birthday is by yours.
it is?
March 29th, 1994.
Oh,
1994 too. Interesting.
he gives older than 31.
He really does.
I would never have guessed that. But
I know. I was thinking the same because I'm like, I know he is going to be the face, but also like, how many years is that really going to be?
Yeah.
But I guess quite a few if he's only 31.
Okay.
30.
But yeah, I'm just such a big fan. Like, I cannot stop looking at clips of this man. Like, it is ridiculous.
Well, and he keeps giving more. Like, when he did the whole on the record with Rempe where he's like, I told him not to hit Obi. Like,
I love it. He's so funny, like, as a person, like, his clips and, like, everything.
I love when they have a personality.
You know, sometimes those fighters don't, like, they're actually just angry. You know what I mean? Like, they're fighting, like, to fight, but he's fighting, like,
to avenge,
exactly.
and like honor his teammates, and like he's so like I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it. Like he's like so genuine and like just man, that guy. Like I don't know what to say. Like I was literally blushing when I saw this man on the ice. Like I was like, oh my god,
you're like okay,
hello.
I love that.
Yeah, so Tom Wilson.
Man, now I'm mad you went first because, like, I don't feel that way about, like, they're my, they are the it boy, but, like, you are, like, gushing, and I'm, like,
he's
not there.
It boy,
I just saw, like, a clip. I sent it to you on TikTok. Like, since seeing that clip, I'm like, he's so cheeky.
Like, in your mind, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I'll go. My it boy of the month is a Korean actor named Woo Do-hwan, and I just finished a drama with him in it. Shout out Cammy. We watched this drama called Mr. Plankton, and it was everything. Like, first of all, he's just such a good actor, and every drama that I've seen him in is just like so good. Second of all, he's hot. Like, he is stunning. Third of all, he does not skip leg day. Like, and he loves it.
Does him?
And I can't see
him. Oh, I forgot you have your phone.
Or like, I have my phone.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I guess I'll go closer.
So, put it closer. Let me see. That is him.
Oh my gosh.
Cute.
He's adorable.
And he just like has the abs of a Greek god and just like great legs. But he also is just like a nice, silly person, and you know, it doesn't take much to be an it boy of the month, honestly. So he is the one for this month for me personally.
Love.
Yeah.
My it boy of the month is Matt Murdock. I love that man, and I specify Matt Murdock because Charlie Cox is not it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's like it's a thing. Something about Charlie Cox does not hit the right way, but like something about Matt Murdock.
Hey.
For me.
Clark Kent, Superman scenario here?
Like quite literally.
Okay.
Yeah. And Daredevil Born Again is happening currently. It's releasing and it just like is bringing so much back. I will say I wish there was more actual fighting. I wish there was more like him being Catholic and guilty, and I wish there was more of him like boxing, but like maybe we'll get there. Maybe Disney's like doing something about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it has brought more edits back on my page and just reinvigorated like the love that I had. Like Matt Murdock is fucking hot to me. Like
it's the glasses.
No, it quite literally is. Scott was like, how do I get a pair?
You were like, here's a quick Google search how to find like
in an Interview with the Vampire, they do the glasses sometimes too, because like their eyes like they change when they get changed.
Right.
And they do the glasses to like blend in with humans, and I'm like, something about those glasses.
Oh yeah. Scott's taking notes.
Yeah.
No, literally anytime he says anything, I'm like, get on the ice. Anyway.
Like quickly, thank you.
Like I was talking about Matt Murdock to my sister, and he's like, I need a pair of glasses. I'm like, no, like something about the glasses just like, but something about like Matt Murdock is just like everything to me, and he's just like a little whore. Like he's just slutting it up.
Yeah.
I mean, not as the revamp, but like we'll get there maybe. I did have like a little bullet point. Like he's not necessarily like an it boy of the month, but I wanted to mention him. I have been kind of down bad for Dylan Strom.
The funny thing that you say that, I can totally see that.
Well, I've been getting these videos of him being like chatting with his daughter through the glass, and it's like doing something to me.
Yes.
Like most of these guys are like boy dads, or like I don't know how that happens, or maybe I'm just only seeing the boys. I don't know. But Dylan Trump being like a girl dad is like hitting me in a way that is like wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
His birthday is also by yours.
Damn.
There's something
March 7th. But
so
he's a 97 linder. So.
But he's not necessarily like, I'm not fully there, but like the clips I'm seeing, I'm like,
no, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see it. I was looking at him the other day too, like Stromer.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
He's just like sweet.
Everyone on this team is just great. Like I just love this.
Don't you love when that happens? You just love
the time. That's for sure. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh man.
Anyway, that's, I got to stick with my one real one. That's,
Okay.
I love that.
Do we have loves and icks?
I do. Yes.
Yeah.
My loves for this week. I am so obsessed with Tate McRae's new album.
Okay, yeah.
Like when I say I've played this album front to back to front to back to front to back nonstop since it dropped, like I'm obsessed with her. And it started with the It's Okay, I'm Okay, like dance. You guys already know. I tried to learn dance, and then I
keep sending them to you. I'm sorry, but I need you to do one.
I'm going to, because I feel like
chair one, I need you to do.
I've just listened to it and like looked at it and tried to like just recreate it so many times, like without recording. I feel like it's that time. But like this album, when I say there's no skips, there's no skips. Like I can listen to this entire album front to, like, I just feel like such a bad bitch when I'm listening to this album. Like I'm obsessed with it, and I just this is like the pop star that I needed, like in my life as a 30-year-old woman, like. Because I like the older pop stars, whatever, like there's no one like there right now for me. Like that's like really giving. And she's like, I mean, sometimes the outfits are hit or miss, but like she's trying, like she's doing new things, like she's trying.
Her stylist does play her like constantly, but like,
and I
love the tour, like with the seatbelt buckle. Like I fucking love that fit. I don't know. It's like I don't know what it is. That's like, not like a moment.
Sometimes it's really cunt, and sometimes it's like it's a you know. But like she's giving, and like she is a performer, a dancer, a vocalist. Like she is just so good, and this album is amazing, and I just feel like I can do anything.
I need to know. I know you love the whole thing, but do you have a fave on the album? Like if you,
I do.
You know what I mean? Okay, yeah.
Yes. Number one is Greenlight. Okay. Like when I listen to those with headphones on, like it is a experience. And then the other one is Revolving Door, obviously, and then probably Signs. And then she has a song with Flo Milli.
I can't.
I love that Sports Car too.
I don't know what it is.
Like it's the whispering.
Yeah.
It's like it's the whispering. But yeah, the whole album is just like so good. I cannot get over it. And she has a song with Kid Laroi because they're dating, and it's just so cute. Their little music video for that.
Miss Possessive.
Miss Possessive is so good. Like the album is just great. And I just haven't heard like such a good album in a really long time of like no skips front to back. So shout out to her for that. My other love this week, since I self-diagnosed myself as like ADHD, probably on the spectrum, I've been getting a lot of videos on TikTok about like, here's how you know you have this, blah, blah, blah. But like one of the videos that keeps popping up is like the TISM community is what they call themselves. Is like, TISM community, how do we feel about this spoon? Because like
I've seen those
people
videos.
like very like
but
aversions to like
right and wrong.
Yes, there are right and wrong spoons 100%. And like it's this thing now where people are like taking videos of their spoons to be like, how do you feel about this spoon? And like I love that everyone in the comments is collectively like, oh, this is like the perfect spoon, and the this is trash, like why would you post like, this is horrible, like, throw the spoon away. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so validated, because when I try to be like, oh, I can't use that spoon, or like I can't use that fork, it's like it's not just a fork or just a spoon. Like there's a dynamic there. Like it's very specific. So anyway, just finding those videos has been a love. My ick for this week, Scott's house is made for males. And as a girl dad and someone that has a girlfriend, there's nothing for me there as a woman. He doesn't have paper towels. He like doesn't like, it's just like little things. Like
that's crazy.
I have to scrounge for like, it's just,
what happened to the tribe wife? You're supposed to be providing the paper towels, Adia. He gives you the card, you bring the paper towels.
Clock it.
I mean, okay.
Like,
I had to put tried wife asterisk people.
Obviously. Yeah.
I've been like, I need you to get paper towels because he wants to use like reusable cloths and like.
Please, I fucking hate paper towels, but Scott is obsessed with them.
But it's just sometimes it's like a little spill. I just want to wipe it up with a paper towel. Or like, and I don't want to have to get the microfiber thing to clean. Yeah. First of all, I hate the feel of it. So let's start there. But there's just so many aspects of this house that are just so like not girl friendly.
Yeah.
And
I'm envisioning like no toilet paper. Like there's a toilet paper holder, but not the one with like extras. Like just those little things.
Yeah.
That, like
it's definitely one ply. It can't even
it's literally one ply. Yeah. It's one ply. Like
and you have to like go to the closet to get more because there's not enough. Like just those.
Yeah.
What else?
And it's like I just feel like I have to keep bringing stuff from my house to his house, and then I forget where my stuff is.
Right.
Like I've been looking for these outfits for like 3 weeks now. It was in the drawer. And I'm like, I don't even remember bringing this shirt over here. I've been looking for this shirt for ages, but I have to keep this here because you don't have nothing here. Yeah. It's just like stuff like that. I'm just like, I'm going crazy. He also has
think with like such feminine energy in the house.
That's what I'm saying.
How are you not realizing that you're missing?
Yeah. That's what
that's what I want to know.
That's
like
literally what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have like hair ties one day. And I'm like,
you're literally
where are the hair ties?
Yeah.
The girls want me to braid their hair.
What do your daughters use? Yeah.
Please help me understand. And that's then my other ick, sorry this is taking so long. JD Vance jumping in on the memes of him, it pisses me off because you're not in on it. Like you're not.
That's the problem.
He was also trying to do like, because every meme I saw, like his face was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and he tried to make it like hot. And I was like, first of all, can't be. You're disgusting. But second of all, what are we trying to do? Like, chill.
But he gets like he's the first millennial in the White House, so he's in on the memes because like he's too. But it's like come on,
you're not.
Be so for real with me right now.
And it's annoying because now it's like, okay, we're done. It's over.
Yeah, the meme died. Yeah,
it literally died. Please stop.
Let's start with my ick though.
That's every week.
I'll start with my ick. I only have one, and it's kind of toxic. So, but I know you guys agree with me, but like the audience, I'm so sorry. Like, no, it's not. It's toxic because like, okay, I just can't stop eating. So like, toxic in that like, love yourself, whatever. Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's pissing me off. Like it's my own brain and I can't stop. Yeah. Like I am not even hungry and I'm just like a little goldfish sounds good right now. That's something you know what I mean? Like, and it's like I'm not even hungry. Like I'm not.
Yeah. It's just are feeling snackish, checkish. Yeah.
I am. And not for it's pissing me off. Like I just have to sit there. It's
literally.
Like, that's kind of toxic because like I should love that I'm like wanting to eat or whatever, but like I can't. I'm so sorry. Like I can't do it.
Yeah.
So hopefully I think I'm breaking it. The last 2 days have been like hell on earth. I'm thinking about goldfish right now. But like I'm not
you're like, I have some in my car. Like,
I'm done. I have eaten my dinner for today. Like I'm not doing it.
Gosh.
Anyway, okay, moving on to my loves. I'm back on Tumblr, which has actually been like an I don't remember like I don't know why I left. You know what I mean? Or like I
think I just like slowly stopped.
Yeah.
Just going on it.
So then I was just like, let me just download and see what's going on here. And I'm having an amazing time. Yeah. And why did I leave? I've also been getting these NASCAR helmet compilations on my feed. And it's basically like people are compiling like funny things that drivers have said during the race. But the fun thing is they're all like fucking crazy. They're like, I cut me the fuck off. I'm gonna ram him into the fucking wall. It's like that guy's not gonna fucking drive. Like, and it's like, girl, you're doing like you're doing an oval. It is, you know what I mean? Like, I'm living for every single one of them. I love them.
I mean, they're doing so many laps. Like, you're gonna get crazy. You're like, oh, there's that tree again. Like, or like, there's that section of the wall. I don't know.
Oh, literally. And I like Kyle Busch is like, I'm about to fight that bitch after this race. I'm like,
you got 7 more laps to go.
I love that.
I'm loving every single one. I'm also getting this guy he's talking about the problems in tennis in challengers, which is funny because like I noticed them, but I overlooked them for the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of the examples is in the movie, one of them has like a weird serve, or they call it like a tick or whatever, and he always puts the tennis ball in the same spot on the racket before he serves. But it's like when they said that in the movie, I'm like, that's not really a tick. That's like, I do that. A lot of people do that, and that's what the guy, like, stuff like that.
It was just like a basic, just like
like they made it this whole plot point in the movie, but it's like everybody does it. Like it's not. And so there's been a lot of those which I thought were interesting because some of them were things I'd thought of like at the time, and then some of them were just, like, you know, interesting to hear about.
Yeah.
And then my last one is the Dallas Stars general manager Jimothy Jim. I don't know how he makes some of these deals, but he got Mikko Rantanen on Friday before the trade deadline, and I literally don't know how he did it, to be completely honest, because there are a lot of theories, but he got a very similar offer to the other two teams that offered to him. Like Colorado offered him, I think it was 8 years by $12.4 million. Carolina did the same. Yeah. But somehow he decided to come to the Stars, and people are talking
no income tax.
Yes. And when we signed him, they put on the Instagram post, the Finnish Mafia. At the Four Nations, 2 of our players were chirping in his ear about coming to the Dallas Stars. So they got a little Finnish. They literally have 5 Finnish players right now. Like they're just
that's crazy.
Somebody went to their practice today and was like, "Yeah, Mikko's a star. Like he fits right in because they're all speaking fucking Finnish on the ice. Yeah. Like whatever." So I don't know. Jim Nill just like, and I don't know. It's been coming up more frequently. Like people on the subreddit were talking about how good of a GM he is, and they do develop a lot of people. Like the top 3 stars, right? Well, whoever you think the top 3 are, but like Wyatt Johnson, Jason Robertson, and whoever the third, whatever, I think Matt Duchene, I don't remember. There's 3 of them, but they developed all 3 of them from, and Jake Onger was in the 2021 draft. Like they were all from the same like pool. And so Jim was talking about his scouts, like really looking into these guys and giving people a chance that maybe like weren't like the standouts at the time, but like they were able to develop them. And I feel like it's just so interesting to see. And he's been going on podcast. I don't know. I've been seeing the same one. Might be on multiple. And it's just like, keep telling us more. I love to hear what you have going on. Like, I don't know. He claims he like talked to Stankoven before the trade, and it's like, I believe him. Yeah, I really. I don't know. I just really have been like vibing with everything that's been coming out about him. Yeah. Like, first of all, I don't know how you did it, but
he did it though. I'll tell you that much.
Well, and Johnson extension. Everybody. I mean, I don't think he would have gone anywhere necessarily, but they kind of. People think they lowballed him.
Yeah, just locking it in is enough.
Exactly. Because they offered him 8 years at $8.4 million, and everybody's like, "Why it's going to be he's the future captain of the Stars, I think." Yeah. And they ended up doing like a 5-year deal, I think, for $8 million. So then in 5 years, he can hopefully get the money that Jamie Benn's taking up on the team, or or maybe Tyler Seguin. I don't know, but. Just there's so much that goes on that I know. The trade deadline was a whole love in itself. Like that day was crazy.
That was a wild day. Yeah, I was watching a 24-hour stream.
I ended up putting it on after I left the hair salon. Yeah, I was like, that's when we both texted about Brad Marchand. I'm like, yeah. It's 3:01. Brad Marchand's going to Florida.
That's crazy. I was ready to log off for the day.
I still can't get over that. Like, out of all the trades that day, that one haunts me to this.
You see, he's out moment. With the lower body injury.
No.
Yeah, he's out. He's not even playing.
They lost to the Bruins, and he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, he's literally like,
Talk to me again at playoffs.
No, truly. Yeah, that's wild.
That's funny. Anyway, that's that. Loves this week.
Oh my god.
I'm also gonna start with my ick, because there's only one. So getting a new debit card because like something had to change it, and then now having to change like my debit card number everywhere and not remembering, and then I had like a Klarna alert that was like, you need to change your thing fast. Like it got declined. I was like, oh, that's because I didn't change the card number, so this one is invalid, and now I have to change it. So that is my ick. My loves, let's see. One, I started a new Vaseline container. Loved it. Like she's brand new. She like is massive, so we'll see how long that lasts. 2, my planning my Europe trip and just like getting excited for that, and just like discovering new things and like fun things to do, and like me, Cammy, and Jay, like we're all like, oh, we want to do that, and then we're like, yes, oh my gosh, and just all of us having like the same hyperfixations, and so like the trip is really working out well. 2, 3, the clips from the podcast of the Jeopardy podcast, like they are so funny, and the amount of like comments we're getting and likes and people being like, wait, this is crazy, and I'm like, yeah, it's hilarious. So like just those coming out are a love of mine, because it is actually so funny, and people being like, I actually will tune into your episode this week because it's hilarious, and I'm like, it is. And then the Spurs won today, and it was an important game. So they were in a bunch of like not Champions Leagues, but like a bunch of like league tournament kind of things. And then they lost. And so this is the last like league tournament that they're in currently that they can like win a trophy potentially. So they had to win they played 2 games. Last week was at the other team stadium. They lost 1-0, but then they played this week, and so it's on aggregate, so they add the scores of the 2 games together, and whoever has the highest number of goals wins that. And so Spurs scored 3 times today, and the other team only scored 1 time today. So it was on aggregate 3-2. So Spurs won, and they made it to the quarterfinals. So love that. And then also my last love is me becoming a soccer TikToker. So everyone follow me at Absolutely Erin, and you'll see me making soccer content, making a fool of myself, and just watching and loving soccer, because I'm like, the soccer space online is a lot of just like white men. And then when they're not white, they're still men. So I'm just like,
it's time.
Let me give a fresh perspective. So there you go.
We're definitely sports girlies this year. Like,
absolutely
heavy sports girlies.
I know.
Well, we just needed you to find one, and then you got in. So
I've been waiting for this because I was like into hockey, but nobody else around me was. So it was like I didn't really have like I wasn't in it like that because I didn't have anybody to like talk about it with. Like, Devin and Nikki would go with me to games, but I'm like, look, I'm trying to be
like
more, I'm trying to be in deep.
Exactly. And they're like, and I'm like, no, you don't. You don't understand.
No, like you don't get it. I need to talk about the trade. Like you guys were talking about the trade deadline. Like I was talking about the transfer window. Like it was. We're getting it
previously because it didn't matter. Like what did it matter?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Nobody I know cares. So.
All I know is with Stanley Cup coming up, Erin, Katie, and I may be going against each other, and it may be a tussle.
We'll see, because that Western Conference is not looking good.
Yeah,
it's not like Caps are definitely making it to the finals. Like no question. Like I looked at the graphic in a day. I'm like, they're going to the finals. Like whoever they play, Metro East. They're not losing to the Panthers. No, just not.
It's a big chance. It might be Dallas Caps. I
just don't
truly
know.
feel
like they're a good playoff team, but like can Dallas actually beat the Jets in 7 games? I don't know. And the Colorado, I mean,
only time will tell. But thank you everybody for listening. Sorry for the quick detour, but it was hilarious, and I'm literally still crying laughing from it. So don't forget to subscribe and follow us wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.